All right. Look, we are officially episode 3. Unofficially. Oh, wow. I was here.
You can see it, right?
What'd you say?
You saw it.
That's not what?
You can see where you were seeing.
That I was close to my friend? Interesting.
All right.
Okay, nope,
You will not.
That's fine.
You will not make me feel like an asshole.
Push me over you.
it was mad aggressive.
It was very aggressive. There was no like, hey, could you scooch over? It was just like, damn. Yeah. Well, this is our official 3rd episode. Our unofficial, 10th? But officially on the record, our 3rd episode. Yep. Whatever happened to. I'm Vannessa Jackson.
And I'm Jeff Wright. And you're watching Whatever Happened. I'm sorry.
And you're watching it.
It's a Disney Channel kind of feel.
You really did do. We should, for the fun of it, we should do like a sketch together where we do like a Disney Channel. That could be a fun thing. Not even a sketch. I just want to do it.
It should be where all the poorly drawn Disneys have gone.
100%. If I was a child actor on Disney, I know they would have had to cut mine. I know they would have never. Did you ever see how they do them? Mm-hmm. They have a Mickey Mouse on the back wall, and you're supposed to outline it with your thing. I would have been so slow. I would have been like, I'm Vannessa Jackson, and you're watching Disney Channel. And it
alrighty. I've been corrected. Alright. Jesus Christ, for fuck's sake! Whose kid is this? That's the star from Ant Farm, sir. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. She can't draw.
That's so funny because that is my Disney Channel. If I was on a show, it would have been Ant Farm. And that triggers me a little bit.
Ant Farm, you think so?
Yeah, I wish it would be That's So Raven, but it would. Yeah, I feel like I'm more aligned with that. Can I sing? I can sing a little bit.
Let me hear something.
Like every black girl. Impossible. That's my song.
I'm really trying to see if you would be on the show now.
Oh, I could sing. I could sing enough to be a Disney Channel.
Do the theme song.
What theme song?
That's a Raven.
Okay, wait. I don't remember this. That's a high-pitched theme song too. God. It's the future. I don't.
Why
like
would
to sing.
You pick that high?
I don't like to
pitch?
sing serious.
Why would you? You don't have to.
I can hold a note. Okay.
And we just discovered she's not going to be on That's So Raven.
Taylor Swift needed a backup singer. Wait, she didn't sing that much on That's So Raven.
You had to. You never know. Improvise. You never know what situation would call for.
You know what I do miss? I do miss those all together music videos. Did you see the We Are the World documentary on Netflix recently?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, well, it was a big song. I think it's called We Are the World. It was a big
with the
song.
Michael Jackson and he hated how the white people sung.
Yes, yeah, and they got all the big stars together. Yeah. I want one of those documentaries for do you remember when the Disney Channel original stars got together to sing the Circle of Life? What a beat. You don't remember that, do you?
No.
My favorite thing about you, Jeffrey, is when you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't go, what is it? Explain it to me. You go, Then it's just my sign to keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You don't remember they got all the Disney Channel stars. I'm going to pull it up just for you because I really feel like.
I was talking to this girl and every time I said something, she'd go, interesting. And I was like, ooh, she's downloading everything I said.
Yeah. Wait, on text or in person?
Mm-hmm. No, on the phone.
On the phone. She would just say interesting? You guys didn't date for very long, huh?
What are you trying to say?
Because I feel like that's not a good sign.
If she goes interesting?
Yeah. When somebody doesn't add anything to the conversation, it's like when you're telling somebody a story and that's
you made
crazy.
It sound like that's all that happened. She just went interesting. And then I kept talking and then she just went interesting. And then I kept talking and then she just went interesting.
That's what you made it sound like.
Portrayed it.
Yeah. That's not what happened? She would say interesting and then she would keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, that's, you know what? As somebody who has been told she has a lot of catchphrases, I actually relate to that. I say I love that for you a lot.
You do say I love that for you.
On stage,
which does sound like you dismissed everything I said.
It does, but I don't mean it as that. Or I say, like, bless your soul. And people think, I found the Disney Channel Star Circle of Life. I want you to know it has
kids.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I got an LG TV, you know how it comes with like channels and stuff? Like I think I found Hey Arnold on there. And I went nuts.
You hadn't seen it before, or you just refound it?
I refound it.
Oh.
Well, but I also didn't really watch Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
I didn't like it was like a little too before my time. Like Hey
How
Arnold.
How old are you?
Hey Arnold, Cat Dog. All
was
that.
Before your time?
No, it's like when I saw it, but it was like, nah, this is not it right now. Like we were moving forward. That's like SpongeBob.
You really? Wait, how old are you?
29.
You're 20. You're really not that much younger than me, and you talk like we grew up in different generations before your time. I watched Hey Arnold. That's so funny.
You watched Cat Dog?
Wait, okay. I watched Cat Dog. Yeah, those were my things. This is I'll just give you a little taste of it. And none of these kids were singers or should have been singing. Can you see it?
Yeah.
That privacy screen. I'm showing Jeff the Circle of Life with the Disney Channel stars at first. They are ready to go.
They said, you got to start us out.
They said, yeah. They got the black people to start it off. They said, let's hit. What? That's when Taj Mahal was really at his best. The way you hate this. The way they fix their voices. They got the most random. You've never seen this?
No.
What? There go Kyla Pratt. Whatever happened to Kyla Pratt? We need to talk about that.
Kyla Pratt is thriving. What do you mean?
Now she is, yeah. But there was like a 10-decade period where she was not there. There she goes. Okay, Kyla.
Who is that?
Girl whose name Christy Carlson Romano from Even Stevens.
Oh, that's who that is.
Who is that?
Right, you can turn that shit off.
Wow. That's disrespectful. I'm sorry, Hilary Duff. I want to apologize.
Hillary Duff didn't get to go because Hillary Duff is amazing. And if she would have sung, I would have been like, yes. Hillary Duff don't got a bop?
She does got a bop.
All right, then.
But she also, did you know, like in the movie Raise Your Voice, have you seen that movie? Probably not. It was a great movie.
I've seen the Hillary Duff movie.
Hilary Duff was in Raise Your Voice.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, the Hilary Duff. There's no movie called the Hilary Duff movie.
It's not the Hillary Duff, Lizzie McGuire movie?
The Lizzie McGuire movie. It is technically the Hilary Duff movie, but it wasn't called. Hilary Duff, I think she had a chokehold on the 2000s. I loved every movie she was in. A Cinderella Story, the Hilary Duff movie. Our Lips Are Sealed with her sister. I knew you weren't going to know that. Raise Your Voice, though, was my favorite. That was a really good movie.
I don't know what that is.
She was a singer. She wanted to go to the school for singing, I believe. And then her brother died in a car crash. It was a very jarring scene, actually. They show it and you're like, oh my gosh.
Is this You Got Served? The white version?
No, You Got Served. There was a death in You Got Served. There was a death in You Got Served. Wasn't it Chris Brown's death?
Chris Brown.
There was a lot of what was going on.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what's fucked up about You Got Served?
What?
They killed Chris Brown early as fuck.
So quick.
When I got really attached, right? And this was Chris Brown at the peak of Chris Brown.
Peak Chris.
So you get rid of Chris Brown and I go, wow, how are y'all gonna salvage this movie? And Columbus Short is like, don't worry, we got Neyo. And I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. If you don't kill Neyo first.
But you know what?
Then get Chris Brown in there.
No, here's the thing. I agree with you in theory, but you know why they had to kill Chris Brown?
Why?
Is because he was at the height of his career. And when that moment happened, I remember being in the theaters. You go, well, now I'm on this man's side because they killed Chris Brown and he needs to avenge his death through dance. Like, if it was Neyo who had died, I wouldn't have felt as emotionally connected. But when Chris Brown dies, at that time, it was like, I felt it. I remember being like, in tears.
Chris Brown died, and I said, well, who gonna do the rest of the dancing?
Oh, that's true.
Neyo can't dance. We know this. Neyo can slide.
Neyo can't dance.
Neyo can slide. He can't dance.
Wait.
Neyo can like move his tie and slide from left to right and circle a little bit, but he can't dance.
I've never considered that. Neyo doesn't dance. He slides.
He slides. He doesn't dance.
This feels controversial.
You know who dances and slides?
Who?
Usher.
Usher can do anything.
Yeah.
Usher, baby. Yep.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Neyo.
Okay.
Cannot dance.
Well,
and when he took that hat off in the movie, that was...
I don't remember. Oh, when he did the thing like that? That was the move.
I just know he just didn't have a hat on. And I said, this ain't the movie for me no more.
I missed that. Were you around
I got served when with a cease and desist when I saw that movie. I wanted to cease and desist from watching it after Chris Brown died. That was...
You know what's actually funny? I did kind of sort of get a cease and desist in my life that involved Neyo. Isn't that crazy? What if this is the story where I tell you that I tried to hurt Neyo? No, so Neyo and I know this is crazy, but I was like, this is a good time to mention this. Neyo used to be on a reality show. Well, kind of. His girlfriend at the time was on a reality show called The Platinum Life. It was on E, and I wrote for E! News' website, and he was one of the cast members. And then there was another girl whose name I forget, but she used to date Ty Dolla $ign. And I wrote Dolla $ign. Yeah, there we go. And I wrote an article about all of them and how this girl used to date Ty Dolla $ign. And then Ty Dolla $ign's people sent me a cease and desist because they were like, you have no proof that they dated, and we do not want... They did date. They did for 10 years, and then he cheated on her, and then he was like, I don't want to be mentioned in the show. So they legally couldn't mention him. That's you know what? Shout out to Ty.
I thought this was a cease and desist about Neyo.
No, but Neyo was involved. I met Neyo. No, wait, no.
Neyo
sorry.
Involved.
I met not Neyo. I met
Ty Dolla $ign.
No, I can't say because it sounds crazy. No, I met Neyo's wife at the time. They all invited me because I was writing about the show. I got to go on their Nelly's tour bus with all the girlfriends of all these rappers and figure out what it was like to be in the life of luxury.
I don't want that for you.
You know what?
That sounds terrible.
Their lives seem very fun. I interviewed one of them at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday, and I won't say which one. And then after the interview, she goes, cool, so are you done for the day? And I go, no, I didn't marry a rapper, so I got to go back to work.
Cool. Can we go play now?
Yeah, I know. She said it like, okay, great.
I have to be an adult.
So I'm going to go get a massage. What are you going to do? And I was like, go back to my desk. That's what I'm going to do.
Damn.
Yeah.
You should have just hung out with her.
I should have said, do you know a rapper? She was one of those which, you know what? Like,
you would date a rapper.
Would I?
That's what you said. You were just about to say.
Well, I was going to say it's very fascinating. People who like a lot of women in LA you'll meet who like they don't do anything, or like their careers are very mysterious, but they're always with like a man who's like powerful, and I find that very fascinating. Where it was like she had I won't name him, but she had another boyfriend who was very high powered in the industry, and then she left him for a different high powered guy. And then I was like, well, how do you meet these guys? And it was a lot of words to say nothing.
What did she say? Like, how did she?
Where did she meet that? She was like, you know how you're like around and like you know people of people, and I'm like, not those people though. I've never been around and met Dr. Dre, so
she was at a party.
Yeah, but you got to be savvy. That's what I say. Kudos to them because you got to be savvy.
To that, when you say them, are you referring to?
I'm referring to.
Use the word.
What?
Use the word.
What's the word?
What's the word?
Women who know how to move in LA.
Also referred to as?
I don't know what.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know. Jeffrey, you know. We can bleep it. What is it?
I don't know.
You know I don't know.
I don't know. You don't know?
No. What's the word? What is it? I don't know. What do we call them?
I'm trying to
groupies? Is that the word?
That's, I guess, a word.
But I will say shout out to the groupies because they got strategy.
Right.
That's a job and a job. Because you know why I do say that? That is a job. Here's why. People knock it. But you know what? To be a real groupie, I can't be a groupie.
Wow.
I'd have to spend like 6 months in the gym. I'd have to constantly get my hair done, nails done. You gotta be right and tight. You gotta be looking good. You've never seen a groupie who you're like in sweats. You know what I mean? Like that's a lifestyle that you come accustomed to.
It's a legend.
Like she can't go to work at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. She has to go to Pilates. And I respect that.
She has to go to Tiger's house.
She has to go to Tiger's house. Tiger wasn't a part of the show. He was dating Kylie Jenner at the time. And I would say he was the reverse. I would say he was the groupie in that relationship. Ooh, toxic.
Not at the time. She wasn't a billionaire yet.
Listen, all I know. He was
still Tiger, and
he was struggling.
They just dropped Loyal, Chris Brown.
He was struggling.
Or no, Ayo.
He was struggling with money. He had to leave his house. They were going to take his house away. So he just left his house with everything in it. And I know it because they had an estate sale, obviously, because when you leave your house just completely empty with everything in it, they like have people come in and take stuff. And my boss went to one of the estate sales. he had apparently just allegedly a bunch of like Egyptian relics and Kylie Jenner merch. And if that's not the saddest thing you've ever heard in your life. Could you imagine getting that text? What would you do if you got a text from your girl? Like, hey, I gotta leave my house. Can I come stay at your place? I'm sorry. I hope Tech is doing better. I do. I
hope he's doing. I think he's doing fine.
I don't know.
But yeah,
who's he dating right now? Is he dating somebody?
I don't know. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care about who Tiger dates.
You don't care at all?
About who
You're
Tiger
not
dates?
into celebrity, are you?
Nah.
No.
Honestly, when you went into the whole story with Ty Dolla $ign, I thought it was a different story. I thought you did something to get an NDA that was like crazy, but you were just like, I wrote something and he said, please don't write anymore.
First of all, it wasn't an NDA. I want to be clear. I didn't have an NDA with Ty Dolla $ign.
A cease and desist.
I
thought it was going to be a spicy story. And then you went really off into talking about more celebrities. And I was like, this is what we do now.
I love it because we have great chemistry, except for when I talk about any topic that Jeff doesn't know about. Like if you talk about your little sports or whatever, little bouncy balls and stuff, I'll be like, okay. I'll try. You don't try. You leave me out there.
With Tiger?
With Tiger.
We didn't have to go there.
We did.
And Ty Dolla $ign?
Are you with me? Are you ride or die or are you not?
I'm in the car with you. Look, this
you
how
weren't
ride or
in the
die.
car.
No,
you got out at a stop sign and you said, I'll meet you there.
I'm in the car and you was like, I'm going to go get something real quick. And like you went off on a tangent and I'm in the car just like waiting for you to get back so we can drive off.
No, you got out of the car real quick.
She's still in there on the tangent.
She's still.
And you're like, you can come in if you want. And I'm like, no, I'll just wait in the car. And that's what happened. You were trying to tell me to come on and get in there with you. I was like, no, I'm just in the car.
We need like a safe word.
Abort.
That was dark.
Move on.
Yeah.
Abort sounds like abortion.
No, well, that is what it is.
Yeah.
Abort and abortion
are you tying that together right now?
Well, you said it like they weren't.
Don't put that on me.
I'm not putting it on you. It was you.
I'm trying to figure out why you said it was dark because of.
Oh, got it. No, I just thought it was funny that you said that straight up just abort, not even like chili cheese. As you can tell, I've never had a safe word.
Chili cheese, which comes up so naturally, no matter when you choose to say it.
No, but that's the point of a safe word. It can't be something that comes up naturally, so that when you hear it, so that when you hear it,
the
you're
word
like,
metal could come up naturally, more naturally than chili cheese.
Exactly, so that when you hear it, you know, metal, that must be the safe word.
Metal is a good safe word.
No, it's not.
Yes,
if you're robbing a bank, right, and you're like, I got you in my ear. If things go south, say the safe word. And you're talking to somebody and you say metal. I'm like, did he just say metal, or is he really in trouble? But if you all of a sudden be like, you know what I want right now is a chili cheese dog, I'd be like, oh, that's the safe word.
What kind of fake movie did you just create?
Metal is not a good safe word.
Yes, it is.
No, metal?
What is this? What is this made out of? Metal? You can say metal anytime you want.
Yes, but then you need a word that you wouldn't accidentally say.
What?
But somebody's not confused.
Metal is so good because you don't need to say metal at any point. So then if you say it, it's a part of.
No, I say metal a lot.
You haven't said metal once since we started.
Well, like I'm a winner, so I metal a lot.
And that has been.
Jeffrey, how was your week? How's your week been?
My week? It's been nice. We did a variety show with all the writers on Late Night with Sal.
Oh, no. I was going to go to that. When was it?
Damn. Well, What were you gonna go?
Well, I was in the back of my mind, but I guess not enough to put it in my calendar. So you right.
So did you?
How was it? What was it for?
The writers were just doing a show.
Oh, cool.
And it's kind of cool to see everyone do their thing and like everyone do something different. And like we did improv, people did characters. I did stand up, played a video. It was like a lot. It was like dope. I knew it was gonna be fun. I didn't realize it was gonna be that fun. It was like really fun.
That's awesome. Where was it at?
Bell House.
Oh, you guys must have packed it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Bell House is great when it's like packed out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you do?
Too.
How was your weekend?
How was my week? My weekend.
Yeah, don't give us too much now.
I'm trying to think. I didn't do anything. Let me tell you, I purposely don't go out on weekends where it's like, it was St. Patrick's Day this weekend.
Oh my God.
I don't like
Irish
activities.
people were in an uproar.
You're going to make me sound crazy. They were. I don't like any sort of holiday. You know, I love the Irish. Luck of the Irish, Disney Channel original movie. Great one.
You know what? We should do a segment called Gotcha.
What is that?
And it's like you try to complete a story and I'm trying to summarize it and see if I can get you to
That's good.
To sound like a terrible person.
Yeah, to sound crazy. Yeah. That's good because we do a lot. We do that to each other a lot.
Go ahead, but keep going.
now I'm nervous. Now I'm like, wait, I love Irish people. Yeah. I just don't like holidays where like everybody's
where Irish people celebrate. You know.
Well, no, I don't like holidays where everybody's like drinking and out on the streets
fun.
And
right.
Yeah. I don't like anything where it's like a lot of people having a lot of fun.
Gotcha.
If you're in a contained group of 2 or 3,
you're by yourself in your house, COVID protocols is when you prefer.
Yeah. Honestly, thank you for summing that up. I live my life under COVID protocols. I'll text people and be like, I don't think
I should exist anymore.
Yeah, I tested positive for, I don't want to be there. Gotcha. So that would be so mean to send that to somebody. Is this controversial? That was my favorite part of COVID.
What, that you couldn't come because you had COVID? You tell people that?
Well, here's the thing. I customarily got COVID like 17 times. Yeah, it was very toxic. But I never felt it. So whenever I was sick with COVID, I just would be just vibing at home. I wouldn't have known if we didn't have to test at work every day. Like I was just living, just fully going about my business.
I knew every time I had COVID.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It felt different than a regular cold.
It did?
Yeah, because it was like, it hit quick and then it was gone. But it felt different.
Oh.
Yeah. I knew COVID was it. See, your body didn't even know. Your body's like, hey, come on, welcome in. What you doing?
Yeah, like what's happening?
My body was like, who is you? Nah. You gotta get out of here in 3 days. Get out of here in 3 days.
Close it up.
Yeah, get it out of here.
Yeah, but when I did have it, did last for a while.
Index cards.
Oh snap! Is it still recording?
It is.
Okay, I just like to make sure now.
50 hours.
Okay, 50 hours. What do you need index cards for?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, I love that. I thought they had something on them. All right, Jeffrey.
Should we do our?
Yeah. Well,
wait. You did say Kyla Pratt.
Kyla Pratt. What about Kyla Pratt?
Yeah, you said whatever happened to. I think she just took a break because she wanted to be a mom, and
I think that is why she took the break. I love Kyla Pratt. I really do.
I used to have a crush on Kyla Pratt.
Really? Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of people did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry, you just tried to say it like it was original to you, and I just needed you to know that it wasn't. So,
did you? You made it sound like you had a crush on Kyla Pratt.
No.
All right, then.
I just see myself.
As far as I'm concerned, as far as the room, I was the only one.
I see myself in her.
Kyla Pratt?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And one-on-one Kyla Pratt?
Yes, one-on-one was my favorite show.
Gotcha.
What was the theme song? That was the theme song.
Sometimes
that was good.
at the start. Jeez Louise. You really don't know theme songs. Why do you just go straight to the high part?
I love that.
Sometimes at the start, you can feel all by yourself. Check 1, 2.
I know the tune though. Why do I have to know the lyrics?
No one else. So when there's nobody around, I'll be there to think and then it's what I true love.
I was close. I was close.
What was your favorite show?
I loved all of those shows. One-on-One.
You don't.
Half and Half. Do you remember Half and Half?
Now you fucking with me.
No.
There was no show called Half and Half.
I swear it was called
One-on-One,
Half and Half. If it wasn't called Half and Half, this is going to be the most racist I've ever said in my life. No, but it starred the girl from Smart Guy.
I'm not all.
No,
I'm not
you remember
a quarter,
Half and Half. It was about two sisters who were half and half. And I think they also were half black
and half white.
If this show isn't called Half and Half, I'm going to look so crazy.
You talking about sister?
No, it was called Half and Half. Thank you.
What is this?
Thank you.
What is this?
Half and Half. It was a sitcom starring the woman from Smart House, who's really, really funny. They had a great theme song too, which I can't recall right now. I liked My Wife and Kids.
All right, I'm about to say something fucked up.
What? Say it. What?
Nothing.
No, what is it?
Nope.
Nope, you gotta say it now. We can cut it if it's crazy, but what is it? Say it.
I don't see what's half and half about that show.
You don't see what's half and half about it?
I do not see.
They're half sisters. They're strangers who grow up separately and then suddenly become neighbors in a San Francisco apartment building.
Sounds like sister.
It was like sister, and I think they were trying to recreate sister. Yes, Essence Atkins and Rachel True.
Yeah.
Yes, it was like adult sister kind of. I loved it. It was great. I liked what was the show that Will Smith produced with Dwayne Martin? But Dwayne Martin starred it. One-on-One.
No,
wait.
One-on-One is this.
Oh, One-on-One is that. What was it called?
With Dwayne, yeah, and his wife Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray. Yeah, it was something.
Lisa
like
Ray
that.
was so fine in that show.
She was. You know, in real life, she only ever wears white all the time. She used to have a reality show.
Really?
Lisa Ray McCoy. I love her.
She was bad.
She's great.
She was bad.
What was it? All of Us. They had a great theme song too.
All of Us. I don't remember it.
You don't remember the All of Us theme song?
It was before my time.
Stop saying that. What was your favorite? Did you ever watch The Parkers? Hey, Professor Ogilvy.
How did the theme song go?
Of The Parkers?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Hold on, but this was the All of Us was. Can you see?
That theme song is all mumble.
I think that's when theme songs started to die. I think they were like, nobody cares about the lyrics. Just make it like.
I think the funniest part is that I feel like every other theme song that she sang, I heard it legit on that one. Like that one was mumbled.
Yeah.
Like One-on-One, I knew the lyrics to One-on-One, but that I was like,
You know what theme song I do love?
What?
That I don't know the full thing. I just know to the end, which is the M to the O to the Moesha.
No, it's something. It's something.
Yeah.
It's me.
I actually don't know what the rest
My best
is.
friends.
I loved Moesha though.
You gotta be something.
Yeah.
Gotta do what I gotta do.
Yes.
Gotta move, Moesha.
Where? O to the. Oh, did they say M to the E to the? They skipped the O.
It's me. It's me.
There we go.
Stability. It's me. My best friend's always on my mind. You gotta be.
There we go.
Gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta move, Moesha.
Oh, Mo to the E to the. E to the Moesha.
What'd you thought it was?
I thought it was M to the O to the
E to
Isha. Which is kind of what it is, right? Because I thought it was M to the O to the Isha, but it's Mo to the E to the Moesha. It's close. I was close.
M to the O to the Isha.
I don't regret that at all. I'm going to be honest. I don't regret it.
Oh,
Did you ever watch the Parkers though?
If we were ever playing Jeopardy or Family Feud, or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, we are losing.
Yeah, because I think we're the type to get, well, at least I am. I'm gonna get half of it right and then half of it very, very wrong.
Did you see the? All right, so there was an episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and this guy, he was like up $250,000, and then for $500,000, the question was, which of these animals is not a Pokemon? And this man said, I'd like to cut these answers in half. And so the two remaining answers was Jigglypuff and something else. And he said, I'm gonna walk away from this. And even I don't know if it's Alex Trebek or somebody.
No!
He was like,
what?
He was like, you gonna Jigglypuff, bro? You don't know?
He thought Jigglypuff was a real animal?
One of the answers was Pikachu.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Jigglypuff.
I was like,
he said it's between Jigglypuff and Lion. And I'm going
he said, I've never seen her. Jigglypuffs might be.
Jigglypuffs might be real. That sounds like a real name.
That sounds like a real animal.
That man, I feel like that was an inside job.
I know he went home and was like, God damn it.
Yeah, I feel like somebody paid him to fumble, and that was the last chance he had.
Man,
he said,
why I'd be a bad inside, like in on it kind of guy?
Why?
I'd smile the whole time. I'd be like, you know what?
That is very true.
I'm out. They go, you sure you don't want to chat?
Yeah, like actually,
I'll smile with my way out.
I'm gonna giggle.
They're gonna break my kneecaps. Fucking idiot! You gave it away
immediately. Well, my issue is, you know what? I'd be terrible. I can't lie without a story. It's like I need a whole backstory to lie. Did I ever tell you I almost ruined my friend's engagement in college? Okay, her now husband, he had planned this whole thing, right? Because he was in California, we were in Colorado, where he was going to come out, propose to her, right? And so he needed me and our two other roommates in on the whole thing. So we had to get her car away from her so that he could use it to drive up to the mountains where he was supposed to propose. So then my other friend was going to drive all of us. And we kept telling her it was like going to be like a girls trip or whatever. We got through all of it. We got her in the car. We told her that my friend Joe was going to borrow her car because Joe's car didn't work. And we all are sitting in the car. And I go, yeah.
Wait. She know Joe?
She knew Joe. Yeah. She was a good friend and she was letting Joe borrow her car. So she knew Joe. But then the minute we got in the car, I said something about Joe's car working. And she goes, well, if Joe's car works, then why did Joe need my car? And I go,
damn it.
Yeah. And I immediately... I got so silent. My friend Hannah had to be like, well, no, because Joe's car didn't work and she did blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, if I don't think of a lie ahead of time and you get me, I have nothing. I need a whole lie.
You're such a good person.
I need a story. And
you're
I'm not
bad at
fly.
being slightly deceptive, even for good reason.
Even for good reason, I can't do it. I cannot lie to your face.
You know what I always wanted to ask you?
Yeah. Ooh.
What's your favorite comedy movie?
What I always want. My favorite comedy movie is White Chicks.
Of all time?
I think of all time.
White Chicks. I'm glad you got a silly one too, because no disrespect to your choice.
No, but
it's not like critically acclaimed.
Well, our comedy movies are usually critically acclaimed.
It went platinum in the hood though, for sure. The hood was like, that's classic. Mine didn't even go platinum in the hood.
What was it?
Norbit.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to need you to explain that.
Norbit's my favorite movie, period.
Norbit?
Norbit.
Why? First of all, for the people at home who don't know, and you probably shouldn't, Norbit was a movie that starred Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah.
It was like right after what I would say was his heyday in like big franchises, right? And then it started to go a little bit downhill. He had that like tree movie.
They didn't go downhill.
Baby. You loved Norbit? Wait, explain what the concept of Norbit was. Well, I look something.
Norbit is about this kid named Norbit who grew up in a foster home because his parents didn't love him, right?
Okay.
Dropped the baby off in front of a fire station. Fire station, dropped the baby off in a foster home. Then as a child, he fell in love with this girl. This girl gets adopted. So he's at the foster home by himself, right? Okay. And while he's at the foster home by himself, he's getting bullied, and someone steps in and protects him from the bully, which is just a bigger bully. But she likes Norbit, so she forces Norbit to be his to be his boyfriend, her boyfriend. Okay. Right? So then they get married, and she just bullies him and controls his whole life, right? Yeah. And like gets whatever she wants, does whatever she wants. And then as they get older, Norbit is out in the town, and the girl that he liked originally comes back in town for some reason and is getting married. And Norbit's like, oh my God, this is the girl that I love, right? So he's like, I need to, spend more time with her. And Rasputia is like, I know you're not spending more time with that girl, Norbit. And which is pretty good. Yeah. Rasputia right now. That was pretty spot.
Her name was Rasputia?
Rasputia. Nothing to make fun of. That's a civilized name.
I've literally never heard that name. That's not even like
Have you ever heard of a Sharkeisha?
Yeah, right, that's a name that I would say is a name. Okay. Rasputia?
Rasputia. Rasputia.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was disrespectful. So I also had questions about Norbit.
Rasputia is also cheated on Norbit, does what she wants, ran over the neighbor's dog. She's but not to justify what Norbit did. But anyway, Norbit is like, this is the love of my life. And Norbit also finds out that the guy that the love of his life is about to marry is an evil person, right? Okay. So then Norbit tries to stop the wedding. Rasputia tries to kill Norbit. Yeah. And she's a Lattimore.
She tries to kill him.
She tries to kill Norbit.
That's a lot.
She's like, she tried to kill him multiple times because they were dancing on the courtyard. And like, go Norbit, go Norbit. And she tried to hit him with a speaker.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it's a rom-com.
It is, and it's funny. And you thought it was funny.
I thought it was great.
Interesting. Are you just a huge Eddie Murphy fan?
He can also like barely do any wrong in my book.
I have a question.
He can do wrong, but barely.
And this is a question actually purely just for me. Nobody's thinking this. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to ask. Is this one of the movies where he was in a fat suit or no? Was that just a Nutty Professor? No, he was in a fat suit in Norbit? Yeah, okay.
He played Rasputia.
Oh.
He played Rasputia.
Well, that would have been something to explain.
He played Eddie.
So how many characters did he play in this?
I think 3. 3. He played the agent, Mr. Wong.
Okay. Oh, wow.
He played Norbit, and he played
an Asian man?
Yeah, he was pretty good too.
Really? Did he look? Did he have to do something bad to look it?
I don't know. I thought he did a good job.
Yeah.
I thought he did a good job.
I'm sure he did. That's funny. People
he was like
cancel
there's a scene where he's like, land ho! And then Rasputin's like, did he just call me a whale?
Wow.
And he goes, and a hoe.
And a hoe.
And a hoe. I love Norbit, but that's my favorite.
The question I was going to ask you is, what do you think a Norbit's Rotten Tomato score is? And do you think it's higher than White Chicks?
I don't think it's higher than White Chicks.
Wow.
But I think it's higher than White Chicks. I'd rather watch Norbit than White Chicks.
You didn't like White Chicks?
I loved White Chicks.
Really? But you thought Norbit was better.
I love Norbit. White Chicks is not a rom-com.
Do you feel like there's something in that movie that applied to something? Like who's your Rasputia?
Why you gotta do that? Where is that from? I probably enjoy rom-com more than I do because like in my mind, White Chicks is just a situational funny movie that is like opportunistic and stuff like that. I think Norbit is a movie about missed opportunity coming back full circle, and you're with you're with someone and you like it's not right, but you do it, and then it's like, oh, there's the love of your life, and it's like that just felt more I felt like there was more heart
substance
there. More substance there.
Okay.
But like White Chicks was just two black detectives pretending to be white to stop a party, an all-white party.
All right. Well,
if you really think about it, it's just two black detectives who are bad at their job.
Wow.
Who are told to babysit, and instead of just doing that fucking job, they go, why don't we just dress up like these white women and go to the party? And then they go to the party, they act a fool.
Yes.
And the only reason they're not seen as buffoons is because they're dressed as white, which says more about culture than our society than them. But they're buffooning it up.
Yes. Okay.
While dressed as white women.
Okay.
So they're getting a pass all along the way.
Okay.
While the buffoonery is happening.
Okay.
Then the one, he couldn't even hold it down as the role as the white chick because he see a black girl that he likes. So he got to switch out back to black man. Yeah. Lie about who he is. Then they go kind of try to stop the party. One of them gets shot in the ass, which he deserved. You might as well, like, what is we doing? And then they go, good job, boys.
But you forgot about the shenanigans and hijinks.
That's
the movie is really made on, but I like to call it shenanigans and hijinks. Gotcha. Which some of us call jokes and comedy.
No, I feel that.
Some of us like that.
I refer to it. I feel the same way. I love it. I love the buffoonery. I love the buffoonery. You know what I'm saying? When they was like
saying it like it's
you want to talk about mamas?
I love it.
Like
and I need it. My favorite, actually, second place, my favorite rom-com in the entire world, which I would chalk up to.
Now, you know what? Your favorite versus the best. Do you think White Chicks is the best comedy movie?
Oh, no.
What's the best comedy movie?
I love Hitch.
That's not a comedy movie. That's a rom-com.
Oh, like just pure comedy?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think. Honestly, I'm going to give it up for Mean Girls. I think Mean Girls is so quotable, so well written, iconic. It's been a mainstay for like 20 plus years. 20 years. Isn't that crazy? You know, I found out last night. Do you know High School Musical is almost 20 years old?
Damn, that makes me old.
That makes me feel insanely crazy. 20 years old.
Wait. So your favorite rom-com is Hitch?
Hitch, yeah.
That's also my favorite rom-com.
I love that one. It's
Hitch,
good.
and then When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I couldn't vibe with it.
Really?
I thought it was fine. I thought it was adequate.
I think it's. I think that's what I like about Norbit, even though Rasputia is such a drama, like drastically just so drastic, right, of a character. But I think the situation is something that I feel like is grounded, right?
Yeah.
And I think Hitch is I'm sorry, not Hitch. When Harry Met Sally is just so grounded and real.
Yes, that one does feel very real.
I can identify with that.
Yes, yeah.
Timing.
Shout out to Billy Crystal.
I love when timing just isn't right, and it's like,
Or not. Have you ever seen Notting Hill?
No, I don't watch white movies.
When Harry Met Sally is a white movie.
That ain't white.
What is it?
Caucasian. It's different. No,
I love that you. Okay.
What is Notting Hill?
Notting Hill. It's with Julia Roberts and I think Hugh Grant. I think is the guy, and she's like an actress. She's playing an actress who is in like London, and it's all about like trying to be in love with somebody who's like super famous and big. It's the movie where she says the classic line, "Just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love her."
Never heard that in my life.
You've never heard that?
That's a rom-com? That's a romance movie. That's not a comedy.
Well, okay. Well, that's disrespectful. But yes, no.
Where's the funny?
You're right. No, okay. Wow. You're right.
No, I'm just asking.
You're right. You're right. No, you're right. Is that what you wanted to hear, Jeffrey? You're right. Okay.
No, I'm just asking. I was like,
I have never felt so vulnerable in my life.
No, it's not that.
I just sat here and quoted the best line ever, and Jeffrey just goes, "That's cool." So you're wrong, though. Also,
I was just looking.
I wanted to tell you because I was very shocked. I didn't follow up.
Wait. The Rotten Tomato score on Norbit.
Norbit is 9%, But white chicks is only 15%. No, sorry. Norbit is 9% tomato, whatever, and 53% audience. And then white chicks is 15% tomato, and then audience is 55%. They're not that far apart.
Not that far.
But comedy movies never really get good ratings and very good stuff. I was mad because they like comedy has died and there's not like a lot of comedy movies being made. And I was kind of mad because this summer I went to go see Barbie and a lot of people were telling me, and Barbie, it was a film. And
you didn't like Barbie?
No, I liked it. I liked it. My problem was everybody was hyping it up and saying it was the funniest movie that has ever existed.
Oh, Will Ferrell was hilarious in Barbie.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
He was a grown ass man.
Yeah. And I remember seeing him in that.
I think him I think you have to keep reminding yourself he's a grown ass man. And that's what the comedy comes from. Yeah,
and I do love Will Ferrell in general. I feel like he genuinely.
Look at you trying to clean it up.
He can do no wrong. No, I love Will Ferrell. He is one of my favorite. That was what I was going to ask you later, but he is one of my favorite comedy actors. My most favorite.
Top 5. Well, okay. Or your most favorite?
Amanda Bynes.
As your comedy?
Yes.
Actor?
Don't ever say that like Amanda's not a comedian.
Oh, you know what? All that was before my time. That's why I don't.
Stop saying things are before your time. Like I'm 700.
I understand why you would. Because
I'm 1.5 years older than you.
You were probably like really into all that.
I was into all that.
Yeah.
What year were you? I feel like you were behind the times in pop culture in general growing up. That's how I'm starting to feel. Because I'm like 1.5 years older than you.
I mean.
And
that's a long time.
I did love all that.
A stranglehold on. I didn't realize Amanda Bynes had a stranglehold on Amanda.
A chokehold. First of all, nobody calls it a stranglehold.
No.
What are you, a serial killer? I didn't know she had a stranglehold.
But the fact that she is your favorite to this day. And it's been so long since.
Because when my eyes are closed, I see you for what you truly are, which is oogly.
Is that a reference?
It's a reference to She's the Man. Have you ever seen She's the Man? That's also one of my favorite comedy movies. Have you ever seen She's the Man? Really?
I think so. They play soccer.
They do play soccer. How have you never seen that?
I think they play soccer, and she's like the best soccer player for a girl. For a boy.
For a girl, that's never even been said in the movie, and that's crazy that you said that. She was better than the men. Yeah. That was part of the whole thing. And Channing Tatum was it in his very first role as a heartthrob. Maybe his very first role ever, but namely as a heartthrob. Wow. Wait, who's your favorite comedy actor or actress? Comedian.
My favorite comedy actor might be Ryan Reynolds, or I think Ryan Reynolds is hilarious.
Yeah,
because he doesn't do too much.
No, he doesn't, and I do love him. I think he's hilarious.
Chill. He's just chill.
And that's your favorite?
Ryan Reynolds is my guy. I love Ryan Reynolds.
Wow,
I love Ryan Reynolds. But
what do you love him in? Did you ever see Definitely Maybe?
No, I haven't seen that.
I did know. I felt it.
Yeah, I've only seen like 3 Ryan Reynolds movies, and I was like, this is the guy.
Which ones? Deadpool? Wait, let me guess.
Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2.
Van Wilder?
He was in Van Wilder?
I think he was Van Wilder.
No, he wasn't.
I swear.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, I think he was the title character.
He's not going to be
What's the other one?
He's not going to be my favorite if he was in Van Wilder.
I'm pretty sure he was Van Wilder.
I've seen him in Green Lantern.
And I've never seen that movie.
You've seen him in what? Green Lantern.
You liked him in the Green Lantern?
The Proposal. He was amazing in The Proposal. The Switch movie where he switched bodies.
The Switch. I don't remember that movie.
Where he switched bodies with Jason Bateman.
Oh, I don't remember
Jason
that
Bateman
movie.
is underrated too.
He is. Yes, he was Van Wilder. I was like, crazy.
Never mind. It's not him no more. It's Van Wilder.
You know that movie based on Burt
You were my favorite, bro. Then I had to find out you did Van Wilder, bro. That's crazy. My favorite comedian actor, or just actor or comedic actor?
Comedic actor. Well, who's your favorite actor? Denzel.
Yeah, no, Denzel. All right, Denzel.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I just didn't want you to feel like.
Wait, let me think of who is bad, because that seems to be your taste.
You think Ryan Reynolds is bad?
No, I don't. I actually think he's hilarious. I just wasn't expecting
I think Seth Rogen is a genius. And I had a Zoom with somebody, and they were like, "You think Seth Rogen is a genius?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think this man is a genius."
I think he really is. I think people
he's so talented. And
yes,
smart.
I think when somebody though spends a lot of time, like their characters on screen are very like slacker-ish or like kind of lazy. I think
that's who you are.
Yes, and I think for him, people attribute that to him, but he really is like really, really great.
Oh my God,
writer,
so creative,
comedian. Yeah, really creative. He's responsible for some of the best comedy movies, I would say, in like the last decade or two. I'd agree with that.
All right, no disrespect. But they gonna say this last decade wasn't that great.
Okay, sorry. When I think of the last decade,
but I think he's great. I don't think it's his fault.
When I say the last decade, I forget we're in a new decade. I was gonna say the 2010s and 2000s.
Oh, you can't do that.
What?
You can't do that. This is off of Seth Rogen because I still think he's a genius.
Yeah,
but you can't say 2010s and 2000s.
Why?
Which one is better?
Both of them were equally great. Well, for movies, for comedy movies, the 2000s.
Okay.
I think that was the height of like teen dramas, teen comedies. I think a lot of great notable actors and actresses boomed in that time. I think like some of the best comedy movies were made in that era. Yeah, Mean Girls was in that era. She's the Man was.
You just want
White Chicks.
Everything. Oh my God, Norbit.
Yeah, but truly, the 2000s had its moment. And then what happened? What happened to comedy movies after that? Jeffrey? Streaming. Why? Why do you think streaming killed it?
So Matt Damon once said that because streaming is here, there's the DVD era is gone. So like when movies and DVDs was gonna get gone regardless. Yeah, that was gonna get gone.
Yeah.
But he was saying something to the point where when movies were released in theaters, no matter how they did, they would also get like a second wave of sales through DVDs. But now you don't have that anymore. They just go straight to streaming, and it's like you don't know, they chart, but they don't like, you don't get money the same way.
Yes.
So then people are only going to take risk on things that are blockbuster smashes, and comedies aren't usually that.
Yeah.
And comedies are not like, there's no such thing as 3-level I don't know if there's a comedy for your family and for the kids and all that stuff, as opposed to an action movie that's for everyone. Like my grandpa wanted to go watch Shooter. He ain't never want to watch Norbit.
Yes, 100%. They're more like niche too, and I feel like comedy movies really apply to like your sensibility.
He fell asleep in Shooter, though. I do want to say.
What is Shooter?
The one with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, okay.
Man,
I feel like he's been in 700 movies that are that.
I almost described it and I was like, wait, that's like Transformers.
Yeah.
That's like every other movie.
Yes.
But my grandpa is the first person to be like, yeah, I don't sleep. I can't sleep. We was watching Shooters. They started shooting and he was like,
and I'm out.
Like, as soon as they started shooting, dude, I said, this is the movie right now.
I imagine that it was like an hour and a half in. Nobody brought out a gun. The minute they bring out a gun, he's like, and I'm done.
That's all I needed to see. I know what happens now.
I knows what happens. They
shooting. They're a shooter.
They shooting. You think you would have gotten in trouble if you yelled that in the movie theater?
They shooting.
Yeah, probably, right? That feels like yelling fire too, right?
You now I know exactly what kind of kid you were in school.
Why? What?
You weren't bad, but you had thoughts that you knew you shouldn't say, so you didn't say it. But like the older you get now, you start to say some of those things.
What do you mean?
You weren't bad at all. Like in school, I would have said that. So then I got it out my system. So then I would never ask that question just now.
Oh, got it.
Because I know the answer because I did it.
Yes.
But you wanted to do it.
Yes, and I didn't
do it.
Yeah.
And then now you go, you think you're gonna Yes, you get in trouble.
You just summed up my personality because you're right. I didn't get in trouble as a kid. So now as an adult, I'm like pushing those boundaries. I'm like, so what if though?
I think the funniest part is you still don't know. You know the answer, but you are like you're slightly more willing to try.
Yes, 100%.
That is so funny.
That's a good summation of who I am.
Yeah. I can tell.
Were you popular? What did you do in high school?
I don't know if I was popular. I feel like I knew everybody.
Did you play sports?
I played football for like a season. For like a little bit. And then I was like, no, I don't want to do this.
Were you like no, or the team was like no?
Hey, it was mutual. Whatever it was mutual. The one thing that really pissed me off, she didn't want to give me no tape. The tape is for good players. But she was like, no.
The trainer?
The trainer was like,
oh, for a second I thought your football coach was a woman. Nah. I was like, okay, mad respect.
Nah. My football coach was this fat, tall white man. I forgot his name. I called him fat, tall white man.
You clearly didn't like him.
But no, he was a cool dude. He was a fat, tall white man.
Yeah.
Fat, tall white men are pretty cool dudes. I've never met a mean, fat, tall white man. Like Donald Trump, you think he's mean? He's a fat, tall white man.
I don't think he's mean. Know. I've heard from different people I've heard who have interacted with him that he is kind of like nice in person.
Anyways, so she didn't want to give me no tape.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not trying to work out just to hang out with my friends. I was like, I could do this without doing that.
Yeah.
So then I just was like, you want to know what it was?
What?
So I miss riding the school bus home.
Yeah.
Like when I had football practice, I couldn't ride the school bus home. You had to stay after school and practice, right? As soon as I quit, I was like, I'm back, y'all. It was like, hey!
How did you get home?
I love that.
How did you get home?
My mom would pick me up from practice.
Oh, God.
Practice was like an hour.
I was unaware that people rode school buses in high school. I guess they did, right?
Oh, you drove?
No.
How'd you get home?
I walked. We were walkers.
That's why I know you ain't getting in trouble.
Why? Because they trusted me to walk home?
No. Yeah.
Why? Why? Would you believe I was also a student athlete?
What did you play?
I got a Letterman jacket. Why don't you guess what I played?
It was a weird sport.
Yeah. I'm not going to deny that. It wasn't one of the main ones.
It wasn't
a lot of audience.
Bowling.
Wasn't a lot of bowling? That's disrespectful. I have half a mind to leave this house.
You played fencing? What you play?
No, it was still a regular one. Cross country and track.
Cross country?
Cross country and track.
Okay, yeah. I can see it. Damn, you was running for a long time.
I was for a too
long.
That's
when you walked home. You ran. You just didn't practice to go home.
I did. I just kept the shoes on and kept on going.
All right, Josh.
I just see you later. Someone hand me my backpack. Thank you.
Cross country. The funniest shit is y'all never ran across the country. Y'all just went from school to school running through fields.
We ran a lot. Yeah,
back.
Not through fields, but it also was in Southern California, so it was hot.
She said, I walked home. I took a bus home. I was never walking home. You crazy?
Really? Well, my sister,
home,
I had an older brother, so he would walk us.
But that was before like certain things happened. Like I remember, oh my God, I might have been a bad student because like I loved when someone was on campus and they shut down campus. I was like, oh.
Wait, I'm sorry. What do you mean?
We not learned in that day.
How often did that happen?
There's been a shooter around a suspect around campus. We're locking everything down. I was like, oh yes.
Oh,
we're not learning today, baby. Yeah. We can't learn today.
Yeah.
But there was never like we in Florida. I don't know if it was. I don't want to speak for all Florida. You know, and plus they don't talk about shootings like. They don't want to talk about shootings.
Yeah.
That would make people not go to school. But we didn't have much shootings back then.
You know, one time they shut down my high school because some kid like did some sort of like, I don't know, something in a bottle that like exploded.
Yep. It was, you know.
It was like a gas thing and like a bottle, like a science experiment almost. But like it like blew up in the trash can in the cafeteria, and they weren't sure if it was like so it was technically like a bomb threat. But I was like, they locked us down in the school for like an hour and a half, and I remember asking, so they think there's an active bomb, and their choice is to just keep us in the building? That's crazy.
So there was a funny episode of Family Guy where Peter comes home and she's like, and Lois is watching TV. He's like, what are you doing home? And he's like, there was a bomb threat at work. And she goes, Peter, did you call in a bomb threat to get out of work? And he goes, no. And then she's like, fine, I guess you got time to watch TV with me. And her phone started ringing and she hears, there's a bomb.
That's beautiful.
I said, who wrote this? is so fucking good. But yeah, like I've always wanted to call a bomb threat into the school just to get out of school.
Just to get out of school, yeah.
I'll never do it because I have better discernment than that.
Oh, that's fair. You know what somebody did do though one time in high school?
What?
Was a kid thought it was really fun. This must have been like it must have been like 2007 because I think it was my freshman year. So 9/11 was fresh in everybody's mind. And we were on a charter bus going to a cross country race. And
when 9/11 happened?
No. Sorry, no.
God,
I said this was 2007. So 9/11 was still in the zeitgeist. You know what I mean? Like it had only happened like 5 or 6 years.
I know you ain't just do that with 9/11. Y'all still riding off 9/11 in 2007? Fuck out of here. No.
Well, it brings context to the
There's
story.
There's not even rubble on the ground anymore.
It brings context to the story.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, because I haven't. Let me.
2007, you know, so 9/11 just happened. I said
it was still fresh on everybody's.
Y'all running cross country.
Listen to the story first, and then you can decide if it was relevant. Okay, because it makes sense if this happened in 2024, he might have not gotten into as much trouble. It was 2007, right? And we're going to a cross country race, and he was one of the guys on my team was in the back of the bus, and he wrote on a piece of paper, "Help us," and like put it in the window, and like 7 people called the cops, and all of a sudden like our charter bus driver got pulled over by the cops because they thought it was a terrorist attack. And so he got in so much trouble.
I don't think they thought it was a terrorist attack.
No, they said that. We all had to get off the bus.
It was like an episode of Speed.
No, they thought because he put "help us," they thought that's what I meant by 9/11 was still in the zeitgeist. They thought there was a terrorist attack.
They didn't. A terrorist?
That's what the police said. They made us all get off the bus. Because 7 people called the cops because they saw the sign and thought that like the bus had been stolen, and we were.
I just want to clarify for people.
I don't like
this
that you
was
do
in
this.
the west coast.
West Coast.
That had nothing to do with 9/11 whatsoever. 6 years removed, mind you, on the West Coast, and she wants to ride off. Even the victims of 9/11 are like, "Hey, y'all, no, y'all find y'all own people to no."
I do want to apologize right now because I did try to add stakes to the story. I did.
That story could stand alone
because the season this story didn't go the way I wanted to. So
Did you not hear how confused I was? He's like, wait, what year? Hold on.
And I want to be clear, I did not say this happened during 9/11. I said 2007, so it was still fresh in the mind.
No, it's not.
It was.
It's not.
Well, it's not fresh in the mind.
And you're a kid too.
This could happen.
You know how I know it wasn't fresh in the mind?
Why?
Because I remember where I was when 9/11 happened. I was like in the first grade or something, right? Or like kindergarten. But one of those, right? And I'm in Florida.
Okay.
And they're like, we got to watch the news.
Okay.
Something is happening. They locked down our school. And then they said, your parents are coming to pick you up.
Okay.
And I said, damn, that's all right. Well, shit, I get to go home early, right?
Yeah.
Then the next day, school was normal. Like, it was regular.
Yeah.
No one was like, 9/11. Like, so I know.
Yeah.
6 years later, no one is like, and we remember.
It was what I meant was
you really be on that never forget.
I really do. Well, because I mean, people thought it's possible. Before that, people would be like, oh, maybe a kid is joking. But after that, they were like, this could be somebody's taking this bus over. That's what I had meant. And really, they didn't take us out of school. But I think maybe because I was on the West Coast, by the time we all woke up and stuff, it was like, what? Because that happened at like 8 a.m. on the East Coast.
What, 9/11?
Yeah. So by the time I got to school, it was like.
Oh, you really think, you really like were.
They kept.
You really trying to make it about you?
No, I'm not trying to make it. Wow.
You were not there.
Well, that's our gotcha segment. Jeff just made me make myself.
I'm saying, look.
No, I want to be clear.
There. You were not there.
I was in the 3rd grade. I had nothing to do with the attacks. I just want to be real clear about that.
You were not a part of it.
Was I in the 3rd grade? I was in the 3rd or 2nd grade. I was in a grade.
He was up there.
Wow. You know why I think I realized though we have different pop culture shakes? I always forget I was very young for my age, so I should have been a grade below. And you feel like you were too old to be in the age group. Like, were you like an elderly kindergartner? were you like the line leader, like the ones the kids look up to?
They didn't trust me to do
Jeff
that.
had a little mustache.
You know what's funny? I wanted to be a safety patrol so fucking bad.
Really? That tracks for you.
My grades weren't good enough, so I'd never get that. My sister got to do it.
You have a sister?
I do. I got a younger sister.
How many siblings do you have?
We're not putting that on the pod. You can ask me later.
Okay.
I don't talk about my family in public.
Really? I try not to as much either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask me how many siblings I have.
I'll ask you after.
I was going to say a joke, though.
Damn, I killed that.
You really did.
Can't go back there.
No, it's too late.
What's your favorite recent comedy?
Oh.
I feel like that sentence could be better, but she wrote it like that. So what's your favorite recent comedy?
Well, we already talked, like, my favorite. I don't feel like I'm trying to think of something.
Wow, you shouldn't on comedies that come out recently.
Lately. No, I'm just saying I haven't seen as many.
Bridesmaid? 20, what's that? 16?
No, that was not a recent movie. That was like 2009.
Damn.
Bridesmaids? Did you say Bridesmaids? Yeah, also, that was...
I believe you.
I won't fact check you. Well, now I'm like, was it 2000? Hold on.
Wait, what's a comedy that came out recently?
I don't know exactly.
Oh, you know what was really good?
What?
Bad Boys. Not Bad Boys.
Don't do
Good Boys.
That was a television show.
No, the kids, the two boys.
Oh, that's a Seth Rogen thing.
Yes.
You really are into Seth Rogen. It was 2011 Bridesmaids was.
Okay. Oh my God. What'd you get out of that?
Embarrassing you? Embarrassing you. That's what I got out of it.
My
you
God.
tried to make me feel like I was responsible for 9/11. So you know what? I'm going to embarrass you. I'm trying to think of what a recent movie was that was good that I saw. I don't know. I haven't.
What's that? Good Boy? Is it called Good Boys?
Good Boys. Yeah.
That movie was phenomenal. If you haven't seen Good Boys, go watch Good Boys. Yeah.
That movie was like 10 years old.
The Good Boys?
Yeah. Okay, 2019, 6 years old. I'm talking about like in the last year.
Oh my God.
What year did you last see a movie? You know what movie actually I did like that also is a little bit old, but I did like recently? Central Intelligence with Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Oh, what's a movie that came out recently?
When Jeff doesn't care, Jeff really will skim. He'll skim it right over. Jeffrey said, and what else?
Central Intelligence.
I haven't seen something. I'm trying to think of something recent that made me.
Jumanji was really good.
Jumanji was great.
Jumanji was really good.
Okay, we can agree. Jumanji.
You talking about the very first one?
Jumanji.
I like the ones with Kevin Hart too.
Which one?
All of them.
I do. I love it.
I think Jumanji, all of them are good.
Jumanji.
All of them. The first one is the best one, probably, though.
The first one's great. What?
Never mind.
What is it?
What's that one show? Osmosis Jones?
Oh, yeah.
That's fire.
That was 700 years ago.
Yeah, but I thought of it because of the original Jumanji had that one guy in it, the actor, and then he was also in Osmosis Jones.
Oh.
The live action.
Oh, I didn't know there was a live action Osmosis Jones.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Now that
I feel like there wasn't a live.
I don't care because I know I'm right.
What if there wasn't?
It was like
Would
a
you feel
mix
weird?
between live action and cartoon. With Chris Rock played the.
He played the voice of Osmosis. Oh, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But the whole movie wasn't live action.
No, but some of it was, wasn't it?
I think you're right. Yeah. Because that's how he like sneezed and got it into his body, right?
He ate fried chicken. That was bad. I got into it.
Yeah, and we're not going to talk about how that really set us back. I'm just kidding. If I went into a whole diatribe of how that was wrong. Yeah, I can't think of a recent comedy movie.
Damn, whatever happened to comedy movies?
I don't. We're going to bring them back, though.
I don't.
I'm putting it on the record. You what?
Oh, we're going to bring them back.
We're going to bring back.
Okay, I thought you said. I thought you said they're going to bring them back.
No.
I don't know if they were going to bring them
You
back.
and I are going to write something so great.
I guess that's what happened to comedy movies.
That's what happened.
And that's been whatever happened to with Jeff Wright and
Vannessa Jackson. I meant to do this and I did this and that's crazy.
And that's how we're going to end.
Peace.